We're back. It's another Friday Night Pints. It's brought to you by Miller Lite. Miller Lite, great taste with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. However, you and your friends can enjoy Miller Time. You can have the original light beer delivered by going to MillerLite.com/FNP. It's for Friday Night Pints, FNP. Find the delivery options near you. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing and Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
I'm wearing my Miller Lite socks, by the way.
There you go. Less filling. Great taste, less filling.
I'm going to rip my pants if I try and turn that hard.
I can't believe you're even putting your leg that high, man. Relax.
Me neither. It's pretty impressive, right?
I don't need any Friday Night Pints injuries. We got the weird bird brigade. This is it. This will never be topped. This is the weird brain crew to the max. It's the Lil Sass show. Lil Sass, it's 18 to get in, 21 to drink, so we got Lil Sass sitting here just slugging away body armors. How you doing, babe?
Very hydrated.
Very hydrated. You blew my mind this week when I found out your real name.
Harry?
Harry. I don't know why I find that so funny.
He's not 97 years old.
No, I think Harry's a great name for Lil Sass.
And it's not Harold, it's literally on the birth certificate, it's Harry.
It's just Harry?
Yeah.
Hair Hugh?
It's great.
That is
See,
great.
my parents did that with my brother, where they didn't give him his full name. Like, it should be Benjamin, it's just Ben on the birth certificate. And it's like almost like when Michael Scott like started to abbreviate things, and like, because they're like, we don't want to get confusing. We're like, what's his name? What do you call him? Like, we just call him Ben. And everyone's like, wait, his name's not Benjamin? It's just Ben?
Yep. That's just
Ben.
Harry. It's just Harry. It fits you well.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I mean, I think it's a pretty normal name.
It's not.
People
It's
are
really
very.
not. I've never met another Harry under the
Harry
age of
Styles.
75.
Somebody younger.
Yeah, Harry Styles.
There's
Styles and there's
it.
Prince.
You had that one in the
Prince.
bag.
Yeah, I did. I mean, you must defend yourself.
You said Styles?
Yeah.
Who else?
Harry
Prince
Houdini.
Harry.
Yeah,
Prince
he's
Harry?
an older man.
Houdini?
Harry Houdini.
Oh, Mr.
All right, so we
Houdini,
got
yes.
the Mount Rushmore of Harrys is Styles, Houdini, Prince, and Sasquatch.
You were named
Oh, that's
after
not
Houdini?
bad.
Isn't that Harry Wet Bandit?
Marvin Harry, yeah.
Marvin, and he kind of looks like Harry.
Yeah, you do. You should be that. You probably don't even know what the fuck that is, do you?
You guys
Have
are
you ever seen Home
getting
Alone?
the
Have
teenage
you ever
wizard.
seen Home Alone?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We were literally just talking about Harry Potter and all that.
You forgot.
Oh, exactly. I mean, fucking Harry, come
They're
on.
all British, though. Are you British?
No.
And you just use an American accent?
I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past him.
He spends a little more time with that guy, like...
Between dropping Harry Styles right away, I would have been like, all right.
Yeah.
Lil Sass's bit was that he's British the whole time.
Yeah.
It would be a good
could very
bit.
well be.
You are.
Maybe I'll start talking in a British accent from
That?
now.
That would be like the
Anything to
worst,
say?
the most effort for the worst payoff.
I don't know. You got a cut. He looks like such a
Well,
lad.
no. Well,
Oh, he thinks I look British because Willie Cologne gave me a line in my
You're right!
He looks like a lad.
You look like a peaky blinder.
Yeah, you do look. You got a Peaky Blinder thing going on for sure.
With his big Slovak nose. That
Are you bothered that you're not the weirdest person at the bar right now?
Harry?
Does Sasquatch bother you?
I'll say something funny.
Say something funny, man. KB just told me he had jokes prepared.
I do. I need
love
to
to
set
hear
them
one.
up. That's my whole entire life. Is just waiting for the time to set one of my pre-written
He
jokes
scares
up.
me. Yeah, he looks at me and he talks. He scares me. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna look over here when you start talking.
he interviewed and didn't get an internship here. I will never understand how that happened.
Well, have you spoken to?
I get how that would happen.
Whoa, what?
And so then, no way. So then
KB
what
made a
happened
bad
is
first impression? What?
Who did you interview with?
Did you actually?
Dave and Frankie.
Dave and Frankie. And you came in and you
This is like spring 17.
Oh wow, that was. And when did you actually start here? Like a year ago, right?
18, November 18. It was over a year. It was a year and a half of just the day after I didn't get the internship. I think Tyler
like 2
O'Day
years.
got hired.
Oh, wow.
You can't just go right ahead.
He did like a college announcement video in
Yeah.
his backyard.
Did
and I was
you
like, all
go
right,
back
he's
to
one guy.
Ohio,
Then who?
like hating us? Like, I can't believe those bitches didn't hire me. Don't they know that I'm like really funny? Or were you like, all right, guess just back to work?
Back to the drawing board. Back
You
to
were
my
delivering
Twitter
pizzas,
account.
weren't you?
What?
You were delivering Hungry Howie's pizza.
I was a pizza delivery driver.
Yeah.
I did kind of hate you all. Yeah.
My mom wouldn't let me be a delivery driver because it was too dangerous.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, she was like, I had no idea at the time. I was like, what is this lady talking about?
You
From
just
like
get
driving or from
mugged-
like getting kidnapped?
You get mugged constantly.
Really? Yeah, it was like getting like jumped.
Yeah.
It was
Because you
in-
got money on you?
Yeah,
it
just
was when I was,
constantly.
like, going
It
to
happens
Providence College, and
constantly.
It's just like in that area, which around PC is not a very great area.
Yeah.
And she was just like, yeah, no, you're not doing that one. No chance.
I mean, I guess
and
it makes
then,
sense.
and then I tried to
River
be,
Mass.
I tried to be fucking a pizza delivery driver. I tried to be a bouncer. at a bar at where else?
Tried.
And then,
At a library.
and then I forget. I had one other job. And she was like, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. And I was like, well, all right, lady, you're going to start writing me checks. Because that's, to this day, all I'm qualified to
You're
do.
only allowed to write smut, Joe.
Yeah, really. I mean, she did just let you get blacked out on a boat all summer. Remember that?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, but
That
that's where she was like, no, go ahead, go drink on a boat for 24 hours a day.
You're good at this. You
Yeah.
can handle this.
I don't want you to take offense to this.
Okay.
You look like every single delivery driver. Like you're the first Google result. Safe search off.
Have you ever had, I don't disagree with that. I think it's pretty fair.
Yeah, no, because it's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a statement of facts, so it's hard to disagree with.
Have you ever had a female food delivery?
Oh, I thought you were just ending the sentence there. No and no.
I always think that.
It's a twist off,
I'm
Tommy.
like,
Yeah.
it's always so
I
weird. I'm
loosened
like,
it up.
another guy.
I don't think that females delivery people exist, do they?
They do.
We definitely do.
Yeah.
I've never had one.
One time.
What is that? You got a story for us?
No.
Because I killed
fucking
three
weird.
of
The one chained up.
Have you ever heard of like
One
the
time my
delivery
phone
killer?
broke.
It's me.
I had to use an atlas in the car because my phone broke.
I gotta look this way again, because I don't know. I don't know if these stories are real or
We're
not,
not
so
live,
just
are
go ahead.
What do you mean you have to use an atlas?
To find my addresses.
Oh, as a pizza?
Yeah, because
You gotta use an atlas.
you don't have a GPS. How are you going to find it?
And it's a
Wait, I
book.
thought this was like 2017.
16. 17.
They didn't have GPS in 2016.
I had a
I didn't
Tom
have
Tom
my
in like
phone broke, so
2005.
I didn't
dad
have
still
a
uses it.
phone or
so
a
his phone
GPS.
broke. So his phone broke, so we got out the atlas.
Yeah, I mean,
I prefer, to be honest. I'm a big atlas guy.
You are a huge atlas guy.
I got distracted. I would get distracted. I'm like, fuck.
You read an atlas like a book. Like you put a bookmark in it when you're done. You're like, all right, I'll pick up here in Albania tomorrow.
You only got to Albania.
I like that.
Atlases aren't
Who said it's in
alphabetized.
alphabetical order?
Open a book.
I feel like, but I mean, even though it's a completely made up story, it did have to be weird at one point. Like at one point, like even when I used to get in, like before Uber, getting in a taxi, they know every fucking place in the city, or they used to. Now they don't. But I mean,
no, I think taxi drivers still do.
do they?
I took a taxi to home.
Yeah, this is an
do you know
insane
his
story.
Uber story?
No, let it rip.
Let it rip, my
Oh,
guy.
all right. Well, so basically, the other week I was dropping. My girlfriend came to visit New York.
Hey.
Whoa.
Hey.
Star Brothers.
You didn't even have to include that. in your
Yeah, I
story.
did. Yes, I did.
Sex, and then I got in an Uber.
All
My
right.
girlfriend
Well, I was
in her ass.
Ubering home from the airport from JFK
Why were you at the airport?
because I was dropping my girlfriend off at the airport.
Just always like working that
And
in.
That's,
He's always
I'm gonna
leaving her in
commend you.
there.
That's very nice. Not only people do that anymore,
No,
I
agree.
sure as hell don't. I don't ride with you to the airport.
It's another
You fucking-
$100.
You take your own
It was
cab.
expensive.
Yeah,
Well, it ended
listen
up
how
being a
much
lot
it's
more than that. So basically, I got an Uber home from the airport, and like the Uber shows up, we're driving, and the guy's like, "Can I see your phone? I just want to make sure forgot the right address." And I'm like, "Sure."
Which
Like,
isn't a thing.
Yeah, but like, okay, but you would never think not
KFC
to do
too.
that.
Asking for
So you handed the Uber driver.
So I hand the Uber driver my phone. He takes the phone and he like kind of like turns this way and he like cancels the Uber from his phone.
coughs on it.
So then I'm just in a random. At that point I'm in an
in a
unmarked random.
Now I'm just in the car.
Yeah, and we're just driving. We're driving like we're coming from JFK, so I guess we're on the highway. And I was in my head. I'm like, I'm either being
Did he give
kidnapped.
it back to you?
Yeah, gave
Okay,
it back to
okay.
me. So like that's good.
Yeah.
Nate was like, Nate was like, you're lucky he didn't just throw it out the window.
Like, you're mine now.
Yeah.
That's the loophole to legal kidnapping.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm assuming he's gonna ask me for cash, which is what ended up happening. And we
And you
got
didn't
there.
say to him like, "Hey man, what the fuck was that?" You were just like,
Wait, when he did that,
What was I
when he
doing?
took your
I
phone and
mean-
canceled it, what did you say?
Yeah, like what was your?
I didn't
I
didn't
wouldn't
say
anything either. I'd probably
anything.
just be like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
just
I
sit
would-
here under the covers and hope the monster doesn't get me.
I
but-
texted my mom and I was like, I don't know what's going on. The Uber driver just canceled
I love
the
that
trip.
so much.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's like
everyone was like,
the plane's
everyone-
going down. And you're like, I love
yeah.
you.
Everyone was like, well, you just get out of the car. And it's like, we were on the highway. So I wasn't just gonna tuck and roll all
So
on
I
the
got out of this.
That's a ridiculous thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's
And-
if you're at a red light, maybe. But
Yeah, and we get there, you get to my apartment, and he's like, good drive, right? And I was like, I guess.
Again, no one has ever said that in the history of Uber drive.
And he was like, do you have cash? And I was like, no. And I thought we were gonna have to, there was like, the only option was either I would run,
Or you blow him or
fight
something.
him, or like, or pay him. Or pay him.
You almost
So-
have to suck him.
So I thought he was gonna make me go to the ATM or something,
So
but
my
then
foot was in his ass.
he let
We can't do that all. We can't do it all episode with the
he let
ass
me
stuff.
pay with my card, and
He pulled out a thing.
pulls out his phone, and he has like a taxi app on his phone. It's $120, which if anyone's ever gone from JFK to like Manhattan, it's like $70 or $80.
The taxi app.
No, it's like a third-party app. I don't know what it is.
So he basically
No, it
charges
gets
you
worse. It
money.
gets worse. And then he's like, tip. And I was like, what? And he pulls out his phone, and like before I pay, I have to tip. There's no option not to tip. It's like 100%, 50%, or 20%. So I'm like,
Those are the three options.
so I'm like 20%, I guess, which brings me to $150. And I'm like, so at this point I can run, or I live on a really busy street. I could flag someone down, or I don't know what I could do. He already drove me from point A to point B. It's like I don't know what I can do.
Yeah.
And
He domed you out. He fin domed you.
and then I pay, so I pay him because I'm like this will be pretty.
He knows. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm like, this will be pretty easy to handle with Uber. It wasn't, but I pay him, and then he pulls out like a fucking wooden block with like an Easy Pass logo just taped onto it. And he's like, oh, I forgot to use the Easy Pass. Do you have any money? Just like $10 for tolls. And I was like, no. And at that point, I got out of the car.
You know what it is? You know why? He's like, this is the kid who rode the fucking girlfriend to the airport.
I'm sitting here like laughing. I mean, I have the same story where I went to Colombia, and I had a layover flight, and so I drunkenly bought a flight on a Friday night to Bogota, and it was
Boca Raton?
No,
Colombia, South America.
Bogota.
Oh,
And the
Boca
flight was that Saturday morning, and I was like, I flew in. I texted my friend. I have a friend who lives in Bogota, and I texted her when I was in Miami for the layover, and I was like, hey, about to take off. See you soon. Blah blah blah. She's like, okay, here's my address. Whatever. Flight takes off. I get out of the airport, and like the first guy comes up to me, he's like, hey, you need a cab? I was like, yeah, love to. And I get in this cab.
Yes, you.
And then because my phone had to like recalibrate to like find out what was, what network it was on and how much it was going to charge me, like $100 per text. And I was sitting in the car by the time I started getting texts again. And her replies from when I'd left in Miami were just like, if you do anything, do not get in a car with someone who comes up to you in the airport. Make sure you get in a cab at the cab line with the police. And as I was reading that, I looked out the window, seeing the cab line. And I was like, that's not where I met this guy. And then I couldn't even communicate with him that like, hey bro, are you gonna fucking kill me? And honestly, it's the most at peace I've been in my life. I just sat back and I was like, whatever's about to happen. Like, I showed him her text being like, this is the address, and I was like, wherever this guy fucking takes me is where the guy takes me. And honestly, he ended up being the most helpful guy because it was like a hard address to find, and he kept being like, "No, we going to find," and like we kept like doing circles.
That's a good Colombian
Damn good.
That's a guy who comes accent. That's how it was.
I'm an accent guy.
We were going to find, and it was like we just kept doing laps. He stayed with me. It took us 20 minutes to find her apartment. He stayed with me the whole time. I ended up probably paying him more than you paid for the flight with JFK.
What was the final number?
Just for not killing
150,
me.
but I
But Uber
talked to
paid it back,
no,
right?
no.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
Uber
give
wanted
him the
nothing
extra
to
money
do
for
with
the
it.
Easy Pass wooden block?
No, I
Uber just
got-
replied, "Why did you give him your phone?"
Yeah.
No, Uber was like, they were like, oh, it turns out you got in the wrong car. And I'm like, it was the right car. There's a picture of the guy on my phone, and I looked at his face.
Good for that guy.
What did he,
I love that he had all the props, like the wooden
Yeah.
block, and he was just
I
saying
know.
how far he
The
could
wooden
take you.
block.
But it's like such a bold move to just be like, all right, yeah, and then just cancel the Uber.
I love
You're
that
gonna hit the
move.
gyms.
He was like, are you gonna? He's like, I just need to make sure I'm going to the right place. My phone's not working, and I'm like, oh, okay.
He's a fin dog.
Sounds okay with me. Sounded fine to
sitting
me.
here, I'm like, that's crazy. But in that car,
I didn't think
like,
anything
what was that?
of it.
What's that Netflix show, The Push? Where they just see
Yeah.
how easily influenced people are. Where,
Yeah,
like,
you
they
would
stand-
definitely murder that
Like if someone's
person.
like, give me your phone, I'm like, oh, here you go, man.
Yeah.
Dude, you
No
guys
one
ever
is
seen
touching my
No,
phone.
no, but I'm
ever,
like-
under any circumstance.
Now, what's the opposite of a dom?
A sub.
I'm a sub.
You're
You're a
not,
boss.
not surprised.
Yeah.
You're a sub.
Speaking of like awkward encounters, KB was telling me about the time he interacted with his orthodontist.
I think everyone knows that story.
I
by now.
definitely knows that story.
I definitely have never heard
Yeah, it was New Year's Eve.
that one. What year?
I was a junior in college, and I was in Chattanooga for the Southern Scuffle Wrestling Tournament. You've probably heard of it. It's one of the premier tournaments.
It's premier.
of the NCAA.
Southern Scum.
So we're in their hotel, and like we have to go to bed. We can't have fun because we have to wrestle in the morning.
Right.
But at 12:01, right after the ball, I say 12:01. It may have been 12:04. Right after the ball drops, I get a Facebook message from my former orthodontist, and it just says, "How those teeth holding up, kiddo?" I've tweeted about this before, but yeah. I forget what I thought in the moment, but I ended up going to sleep, waking up, tried to show my teammates. I was like, look at this shit. And his, it was gone, and his profile was deleted. Yeah.
Wow. Just a quick regret on that one.
Did
Like,
you
whoops.
like? Was it
Going to
like
jail
from
for
like
that.
a business account, or did you just know your?
No, it was
I
his
don't know.
personal. It's Wheeling, West Virginia.
Orthodontist
There's
from
no-
West Virginia.
I mean, like my
I would have guessed zero.
my orthodontist was in Swansea, Mass.
I knew him more than most people.
That is very funny. Oops. This is how I go.
But it was like
This is
10
how my
years,
life
like
is
8
ruined.
years later. Yeah. Checking up.
Just when you do that, the message disappears too. Like when you deactivate his whole shit.
It comes up as something, or just from a blank,
It-
like
it's
the
just
blank
a blank
avatar.
face,
Yeah.
Right. But like it's still there. How you teeth holding up, kiddo. I'd fucking frame that. Jesus Christ.
I might have to use that line.
He was a stunner. He was a good-looking
Was he
man.
hot?
Yeah. Handsome. Yeah.
Pat, you need an orthodontist?
Hey Pat, you got a new podcast, huh?
Speaking of hot dudes, I do have a new podcast. Yes, it's
How's it
going
going?
well. It's me and Kate. It's called Out and About, and
This is good timing for you.
This is
like,
perfect
hey,
timing.
everyone, look at me.
yeah,
I'm
and
fucking
I
knocked
just
up, listen to my podcast.
I just like out celebrities on it. So it's like pretty much the whole thing.
So you basically you took Gawker's spot.
Yeah, I'm like Perez Hilton. Is what I'm trying to
He's like a
Um,
nothing now, right?
be. Yeah, he's done.
Like nobody cares about
Perez
Hilton.
Hilton.
Oh yeah.
He was-
I saw that.
God, he
What
was on
it?
top of the
He tried
was
to have
the
he tried to have a threesome with me and my boyfriend in like
Whoa!
2016, I think.
You didn't do it?
Patrick.
No, it's
that-
fucking gross. I wasn't gonna do it.
Oh,
He had
that's
a
when he was
sick
fat.
apartment.
That's when he
But
was
listen,
really
in
fat.
2016,
Wait, you
he
guys
was on
was
top of the world.
No, he like showed me a picture of his apartment, and I was like, okay. I was
fuck
like, that
that.
ruined it.
Perez
He's like,
Hilton-
come over, and it was him like clearly with like a view of Central Park. I was like, okay, yes. I'll be
Perez
there.
Hilton had a view of a central
Yeah,
park.
dude,
he's
he
making.
He was
making.
the-
I know he drew the dicks with the cum coming out of my
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
He
Celebrity
did
gossip.
he's a piece of shit, Perez.
He was a
I should have
smut
him on the
blogger
pod.
among smut bloggers.
Yeah, he was the ultimate smut.
See, I never read
You
Perez
don't.
Hilton's.
Oh, I did every day.
No,
I know
I
that
had one
name.
with Tyler
He was the-
Durden,
yes,
but
yes.
that was like
Those were my two.
Yeah.
Those were my two.
He was pre-TMZ, so
He
he
wa-
was like the
dude,
original. So
He was like, I mean, you can't even describe what he did. If you did half of what he did today, your ass would be in jail. Like, you can't get away with anything.
I mean,
Dude,
he
I
just-
remember
that
looking
was-
at Perez Hilton's website and like I look at 4chan now, where I'm like, I just don't even understand how
I
to
don't
follow
get it.
this.
Yeah,
this
it was
is-
a cluster.
It was a whole
Right,
fucking
it was a whole
mess.
thing. But I mean, he was like,
He was.
was he on TV?
I did not
before, too?
regularly
Like
look at
E
4chan,
channel.
but-
Yeah.
He had a show on E, and he was big, and now he's not.
And then
so
what
that's-
happened?
Does he still do
had
his
somebody
thing?
like?
He just he treated so many people so
Yeah.
poorly that eventually he just kind of
caught
got
up with him.
Well-
pushed out of the business. But he made so much money
Do you
that
remember
he
he had, like,
doesn't
a
have
career
to.
now?
I mean, he's got like 40 million bucks. The guy's like
He's
rolled
big.
in.
Me and
dough.
KB are
Perez
curious.
Hilton
Me and KB are curious as to
has
who
40
Perez
million.
Hilton is.
He does.
Many
Perez
You
Hilton.
know who Perez Hilton is?
No, well, he didn't know. He looked
Sweet.
at me.
Harry made, but like even that guy.
He looked at me and he said, "Who's Perez Hilton?"
Dude, you're gonna.
KB, I get.
He was an
I know, Harry, you're from the Northeast.
No, I know the name. I know the name.
So
I don't know
let me
what he
ask you
does.
Let me ask. Is he the celebrity gossip guy?
Yeah.
And I know
like
who
the
he is.
handwriting
He's
on
this
the
guy.
photos?
All
Yes.
over
Yes,
every everybody's face.
Yeah.
He was so.
Let me ask you
He
one
would
that
do
you're,
what?
you're probably gonna know.
He
and
wanted
you
to
might.
fuck Pat, first of all.
He did. I should have.
How you know he's
I should have fucking just been like, I
He
fucking
was
railed
so
Perez Hilton.
he was so gross
Like
though.
a one
He
night
would
in
he wanted to
Paris.
rail me.
Dude, no,
Yeah,
he was.
fucking Perez Hilton is totally different than getting fucked
do you
by
know
Perez Hilton.
do you know Christopher Lowell?
Yes. He was the HGTV
Yes,
guy.
you know.
Oh,
Do you know
yeah.
Christopher
No,
Lowell?
I don't know.
That is Don't even.
I don't know why I was getting pointed at, but I'm gonna figure it out in a second.
Don't even lie about Chris Lowell.
No, Chris
Don't
Lowell.
lie.
Chris Lowell was like what made me realize I was like I am Chris Lowell.
yes.
Like that is he was the guy on
I don't know
HGTV.
Should I know HGTV?
Yes.
Why the fuck would I know who this person is?
You just
He
seem
was
like you know
huge.
Christopher Lowell.
I don't watch HGTV.
And he had the bald head.
This dude's a thumb.
I watched a lot of HGTV.
Oh my god, that guy's a
I thought he was gonna be like a hot dude. I was like, oh, wow, can't believe I ever heard
And
of
you
this guy.
are him?
No, but that was when like I remember watching him growing up and being like, oh fuck, these are my people. This is not good. Which bringing it back to the podcast, that's not what it is. That's how you do a plug. So yeah, no, that was good. But the podcast is going well with Kate. We're figuring it out. We have Roan on next week, coming up on Wednesday for a
Okay.
segment. It's called Dictation, where he explains like 1800s gay terms to us, and then we use them in sentences. It's a basket watcher, chicken hue.
What is a
mother-
basket watcher?
Give me a
Give
run.
us
No,
one.
no,
You're gonna have
You got
to
it?
listen to find a basket watcher is someone who. Or no, what was another one? A wrinkle room.
Ah, of course.
Basket watcher is someone who like looks at like at like crotches as they go by.
Yeah, who's not a basket watcher?
Whoa. I wrote in a blog today, I don't want X-ray vision because then I'll just know how big everybody's dick is, and that's all I'll do is just like, I'll be like, I know what Gaz is packing, and I don't want to know that.
That has never crossed my mind.
It's all I would do with X-ray vision is just look at these dicks all day.
You're a meat gazer. Yeah.
You're a gazer.
But anyway,
I'm a basket watcher.
You know what is just the worst? That you use Gaz as the example. You made it extra bad.
So there's a new movie coming out,
Oh,
and
Christ.
you get superpowers when you're high. You smoke a strain of weed and you get superpowers. And I was like, I don't think I want any because
What movie's that?
it's in production now.
Sounds exactly like the one.
It's gonna be a
Netflix.
Netflix movie. Yeah.
And so
I
Sounds
made
like
that
it
up,
would be
but
terrible.
it's definitely gonna be a
I
Netflix.
was just thinking, like, if I had X-ray vision, all I would do is look at people's dicks and be like, that's what that guy
That sounds
has.
like a movie that
You
I
know
me and
there
my friends
are
would come up with in like
women
first
as well.
grade.
Well, I'm not a misogynist.
That's the superpower,
It
yeah.
already is a movie with Jamie Foxx and MGK
Well,
where they take
every
the drug
vagina
and it
looks
gives
the
you.
same though. No.
Exactly.
No, sir.
No.
Have you never seen one? Are you
No,
a
I've
Gold
seen
Star
it.
guy?
I'm not a Gold Star.
He has no
Unfortunately, I'm
idea.
not a Gold Star gay.
He has no idea at all what a
Vaginas
vagina
are
looks
pretty-
like.
Vaginas are pretty much like one-dimensional. You're not like that's a pretty pussy.
Oh no, sir.
Well, that's just because you're a gay guy.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
See, but I can appreciate
I
a good
was
looking
like,
guy.
yeah, like, oh, that's a good set of tits and a nipple. Like, no one ever does that.
Like there's so much variation in dicks.
Yeah.
There
Like,
is with
it's-
pussies
there's
too, man.
so- No, there's
Not
Yes,
as much.
there is.
It's not as
Yeah.
much.
Not as
Yeah.
much.
It's
You can
more
see
subtle, but
crazy
I mean,
dicks.
there can be very different pussies.
Yeah.
Someone
All
I
right.
can appreciate a good dick and don't want to fuck it. You can't appreciate a nice vagina.
Absolutely.
I love a good pussy.
Nice little sound.
You always have
He
said
know-
that.
he know- This is something he said.
No, do not encourage that. We'll be out to eat. There'll just be like a girl walking past. We'll be like, I bet you she has the best fucking pussy.
I say that's
Yeah.
a good pussy. That's a good puss.
Horny
You always-
sass.
you always
Matt
say
horny
that.
sass.
That's a decent puss.
Yeah.
Decent puss.
How did you get here? Where did you come from?
Kyle, what do you think?
Is that it? I didn't know if you guys.
They
So this is
hooked
you.
up.
We
They
were,
fuck,
nah, best friends.
Like in real life or internet friends?
Both.
No.
I knew. Yeah, no, we're friends. We're
Were you
boys
guys
now.
in the weird
Clip
internet?
We knew each other on Twitter.
Yeah, you guys were in the weird text chains, like the weird internet one.
Yeah, we had clout.
You know they're called group messages. No one calls them text chains. Don't act like you're that far removed.
I said emoji instead of emoji until like 2019. So
Fuck up, Nate. So you know him
Kevin
from
hates me.
Twitter.
And
Well,
you
we were
know
friends on Twitter. I knew Nick too. Well,
Yeah.
me and Nick didn't talk, but we knew
But
each other.
again, in real life or on the internet?
You snap.
Oh, on the
Snap.
internet.
Okay. Where you from?
Yeah, we would snap. What?
Where are you from?
Massachusetts.
Duxbury.
He's from Deluxe.
So you guys
Oh
are
yeah.
weird internet
Yeah,
friends.
we want to throw out my exact address too.
What are they going to do, Sass?
No, I'm just saying. I don't typically say the exact location that I'm from.
I always thought that was weird.
what middle
the
school did
internet.
Kyle
I remember
fuck
Yeah,
with?
these guys are all internet
the
friends.
weird
They're-
people who like go viral are all in like group messages together. Like,
Well,
I've
I
heard
don't
that
talk to
that's a thing.
anybody on
Pretty
Twitter
lame,
anymore.
yeah.
I talked to KB when KB got hired at Barstool. He left. He was like, I got a job at Barstool.
Oh,
He left the group chat like 1 minute later.
Leave
Like
you
literally.
fucking losers behind.
Yeah.
But what do you talk about in the group chat? Is it just
They
like,
just talk internet.
Nothing.
do you bounce
The
ideas?
group
back
chat
and
that we
forth?
were in was literally
was in-
like
I
someone
was-
created it and it was like literally like random people who none of us knew each other.
Were you guys in that one about the socks?
I'm not in any group. I leave group chats as soon as
You know
I
that
don't
one
think
that
so.
Bailey Carlin posted about? It's nothing but one sentence about like, hey man, you left your sock here or something like that.
No, but that's like an
No.
old bit that people do
Yeah.
where they just like say one word
One
and
thing
then
over and
everyone
over
in the
again.
group chat
Yeah,
says
I don't
it.
know. I don't know a fucking thing about
I
this
have no
word.
idea
I didn't
what
even
you
know it was
said.
there.
Every
what-
group chat I'm in is muted.
Yeah.
100%.
Sass, what do your parents think about you dropping out of school to come to Barstool?
No, they don't care.
No, they don't want me. They, I don't even have parents.
it's a good
Did you have a
job.
conversation about it?
Yeah, we definitely talked about it.
Where'd you go
I mean,
to school?
technically, I haven't dropped out yet. That'll be rediscussed in the future.
Oh, so that's why you haven't talked about it, because you haven't done it.
Yeah,
Wait, do they think you're doing online right now?
No, I'm taking a leave of absence.
Fraternal leave.
But what's that conversation
from his
go
frat
like?
at
You're
DePaul.
like, hey, I have an opportunity to do this. This is what I eventually want to do. I have this Twitter
Yeah.
following. And then what do they say? They say, go for
They
it.
say Lil Sass.
Yeah, I mean, they know. They know
Harry,
I'm on
stop
Twitter.
being little Sasquatch
What do they
for
say
one
for
second.
real?
Talk to
Fucking
me
Harry.
as my friend.
They know like what like my Twitter is. Like it's not like that. So it wasn't like a. Well, honestly, like when Gaz DM'd me and I like
course.
didn't even know
A
like
young
what it was.
child.
Like I was like, yeah, I got some DM from Barstool. I don't know really. I don't even know if I'm gonna like go to the interview or anything. He was like want a Zoom or something. And I thought they
Wait,
wanted me
hard
to
to
like.
get, you know?
I didn't really know exactly what it was. So. But
You didn't know what
eventually-
Barstool was?
Oh, yeah, of course I knew what Barstool
okay.
was.
Yeah,
So,
you
were
had,
your
you had those
parents,
tweets
so your
about
parents were basically just like, okay, go for this? Because when I think of guys like Glenny and like a lot of these younger guys, it's like college now, if you're on the internet,
Right.
what's the point?
There's
if
no
you know what
fun.
you're going to do, what are you going to do? You're going to go there, you're going to rack
Waste
up
money.
another $80,000 worth of debt just to go
Least.
make money. Might as well do it now.
Well,
it's like you're going to miss part of that experience, but it's like, who fucking
It's
cares?
different
Absolutely.
now.
Yeah.
When I was hired, like my brother drove like an hour and a half to like sit down with my parents, be like, well, there's this internet company called Barstool, and we were like showing them like guess that ass. Like, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It was like I
Did
was
they get
the,
it
I was
right?
the
Did they
ne-
guess the
Oh,
ass?
my mom knew. Ava
That's Lisa
Longoria, yeah.
Lampanelli's ass.
Yeah,
I can tell.
My dad was like, "How do you clean?" I'm like, no, idiot. But no, we were so small that I had to like tell them like
Yeah.
everything will be okay. My mom sent me emails of job openings literally until 2017, 2018, and I was hired in 2013 or whatever. Like,
Just trying to get you a real job.
No, she just didn't think this was real.
Right,
Like she
right,
just
right.
she was like,
Yeah, my mom still thinks it's all going to go away soon.
My
well, it
parents
will.
were the exact opposite.
They were just like,
It
no.
was 2010, and they were like, "Stop trying colleges. Just go."
You went to
Anything
four colleges?
I went to
other
like
than that.
7 colleges. Yeah. Like, stop with the tuition. Go figure out what the fuck you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And I clearly we got lucky here, but I never had to have a conversation because if you just go to college for 7 years
I
beforehand,
can't believe
they'll push you.
And your
into
parents
it.
don't care at all. about
Were you
what
living
you
at
do.
home?
Do anything to get out of the house.
No, I was living living in Newport and like bouncing around places. I was fairly homeless.
So
Couch
you're not
surfing.
going to be
Yeah.
back, right?
Ideally.
Are you
no.
a full-time hirer here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
full-time.
you're fucking
Dude,
Yeah.
drop
You're in
out,
for it.
man. What's the point?
Just
I don't know. We'll see.
fucking
I mean,
learning is
People
for
who drop out here
losers,
do
dude.
well, like Robbie, Rhea, Glenny. There's someone I'm forgetting, but
Big man on campus.
Big man on
BMOC.
Big man on campus just out of college.
Yeah, yeah.
He's,
He's
well,
19.
he
He is
still
unfortunately
has the
off
title.
campus.
Wait a minute.
He's-
Shut up.
Big man
No.
on campus is a college kid?
yeah, he goes
Yeah.
to
He's-
Drexel.
He's
No,
21.
he's not.
No. You're
Where is
lying.
he?
How old is BMOC?
No.
He is not
21,
21. He's like a 5th year senior though.
No,
Yeah.
he's not.
Yes,
I
yes.
thought
He's
he's
swear.
under
35.
I thought he was my age.
He is a
I thought that was just
a
like some
senior
stupid
in
nickname.
college.
I'm gonna tech.
No, you
DM
would
him
think
right
he's
now.
your age because you guys look exactly alike. But
No offense.
Yo,
he's a 5th year, I think.
How old do you think he is? I'm gonna ask.
So he goes to
I would've said
Drexel or
35, 36.
LaSalle.
Where
Well,
is
if he's a-
Drexel?
If he's a 5th year,
Philly.
23.
Philly? I think I know someone that goes to
Oh,
Drexel.
but I didn't want. I put my guess in before.
I mean, they would know, if you know
my
someone
guess
that
is
goes
gonna
to
be 35, 36.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
man on
yeah.
campus.
My real guess is at least 30 something.
No.
That is
You are
insane.
way
You're
off.
actually far off, a decade plus.
Holy moly.
I think you might be fucking with this, KB. I think he's like, he has to be 35.
No.
You don't, your
When-
head can't get that big in 24 years.
There's just
I'm
not
not.
years of growth.
You can't. It just can't get
Throwing
that
down the
big.
fist.
How are you? You got a lot of interaction with big men on campus?
Yeah,
I
he's trying
stand.
to challenge me to a geography competition.
What? And he's good. That 5th year's
Yeah.
paying off.
Guess how old he is. He just hit me back with how old he
He's
is.
damn good.
31.
What?
31.
He's 30. Oh,
That
okay.
makes a lot
All
more
right,
sense.
31.
You're off by
It's-
five.
No. He went on a missionary for the Church of the Latter-day Saints
That's why.
for 4
That's why it
years,
makes
and now he's
sense.
older. Yeah.
But yeah, so goddamn much.
They always
This is it. I'm never doing content with that guy again. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done.
Ask him if he went on a mission trip. I can swear to you. He's one of those Mormon.
I'm never talking to any of you. You two,
Big missionary on campus.
He says he's 24.
Jeff, I needed you to come through with this bit one time. One time.
23 one time.
I love the MOC.
Oh
man.
He's a trip.
Did you
Does
see
he
the
work
picture he put up yesterday? He was wearing a corset.
No, that's called getting snatched, dog.
What is that?
It's getting snatched. That's like it's like you get snatched.
I don't
like
need that in my
video
life
pics
at
and
all.
stuff.
What are you talking about right now?
He was wearing a corset, you said?
Was he?
Wait,
Listen, man, I'm just living in the democracy, and I'm happy. I'm content.
what is? Go
Hold on.
further. Go
I know
further.
you. I know you. Wait, what were you?
What is
asking?
getting snatched? Is that a thing?
It's like a thing that like girls will like. If,
Oh, Christy Mack does it
yeah,
all
it's
the
like
time.
I'm
aware of that.
snatched. It's like
She's never said
corset,
that, but she posts
boobies
a lot
up.
of corset pics. At least back in the day, she did.
I was gonna say.
I was like, are you still,
What
are you
about
still
they
with
wear?
her?
Still follows me. Whatever, no big deal.
No, isn't that
Does
what's
she?
the
Oh,
what's
yeah.
the thing that they wear like makes their stomach all tight?
Skims.
Corset.
Corset.
There's a different name for it.
Bustier.
No,
that's
same
what,
idea.
what word do you think it is, Sasquatch?
There's a name for it.
We're saying
We're
it.
saying it over and over again.
We just said four of them.
That's
said,
not
like, four
it.
I don't
variations.
think that's it.
Oh, it's like a body something.
Oh, a body suit.
A
bonnet?
Fuck.
Like
I know what
Spanx?
you're talking about.
Yeah. are
It's
you
like
talking-
something that people wear to make them look skinny.
Are you talking about
Not
like
a
Spanx?
corset.
We just said
Not
five
a
different
corset.
No,
ones.
it's not a corset. It's like it's what Kim Kardashian sells.
Skims.
But what's the name for Skims?
Bodysuits.
Spanx.
No, it's not.
But we're
it's
all
not
just
those
saying the
things.
same words back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
And this
Spanx
fucker
are like-
is doing it
Spanx are like
anyway. I'm
spandex.
done with these fucking kids.
Do you know what year he was born, Kevin?
Like 2001,
That's
probably.
it?
No.
That's
Yeah.
You're number one.
Yeah.
2006.
He's a 9/11 baby.
You're in 06 for real?
No, he's
Yeah.
19.
I'm trying to do math in my head.
Before or after 9/11?
Yeah.
Are you alive for 9/11?
Yeah, I remember it.
Did you cry?
Well, you're not allowed to. You
what,
can't
what were you doing?
So you did.
I was on the 32nd floor.
How did Little Sasquatch?
Why'd
How'd
you
get
cry?
that stupid name?
It was my gamer tag on PlayStation.
How?
What, did you do
Why?
SOCOM?
I don't know. What?
You were a SOCOM guy?
No way.
He's 19.
yeah, no, he's
Probably,
so
like, dude, we're playing.
PlayStation. I was gonna relate to the youth for a second.
That was so
He's-
stupid.
He invited me over to play a
Generational.
retro game. We played Halo 3.
Yeah.
There is a chance he was one of the kids bullying you that one time.
Definitely.
Definitely.
No,
Yeah,
I was
like, how many
never-
times did
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Definitely did.
did.
I know Sasquatch.
There's
Yeah.
one thing I know about him. He won't
Yeah.
censor himself.
No, I was never on the microphones because my parents were always in like the room next to me. They could hear what I was saying. So I
Right.
could
But
never
you would
curse.
like make videos from your room. But you would like.
No, I would only make videos when my parents weren't home.
That's what I used to do.
And
I would
always in the
only
Baptist
Kevin,
sweatshirt.
yeah, man.
I thought forever you
Oh,
were
yeah.
My dad went to
Well,
Baptist.
Yeah, when Gaz was,
take
I was talking to Gaz, I think when you first got hired,
Thank you.
Me and Gaz were still roommates. And I was like, oh, he's the Babson kid, right?
Everyone thought I went to
And
Babson.
he's like, no.
People were posting in the like the Babson Facebook page, and they're like, this kid goes to Babson.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't go to Babson though. Babson's an extremely small school, right?
Really? And actually, fun fact about Babson, 'cause I have a few friends who went there. Wellesley.
I will bet that this isn't
Not
fun.
fun.
Okay. Okay. Ready to disagree.
Taking- yeah.
Wellesley, Massachusetts, went with the town Babson is, went dry. Babson didn't want their kids to get in trouble, so they made their own town, the Babson Township of Massachusetts.
Fuck, that's fun.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
It's a fun story, right?
Apologize.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Yeah, it's
Like, all right, fuck it, we'll protect
That's a
the kids.
Massachusetts fact for you.
Yeah.
Are you guys all from
story
Massachusetts?
No, I
Who's
don't
from
have
Massachusetts.
No. Ah.
Out here, there's L.
Where are you from?
Fall River.
Where are you from?
Franklin.
Cool.
Ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Is your
I've never
what's your
heard
town
Fall
like? Is it like white trash by any chance?
Oh,
No.
Oh, you mean Deluxeberry? Oh, mother.
What's
Oh,
the?
so you're a cake
Wow.
eater. You're a bougie fuck.
Duxbury's a nice
Yes.
town.
What is the type there?
In fact,
Everyone's
one of those
pretty
buddies
rich.
that were from Duxbury who went to Babson.
I mean, you have to be.
Duxbury.
Duxbury.
That sounds made up. That sounds like, and if I had to
That is
script the
unreal.
place, be like, I'm Trip Wentworth III from Duxbury.
Little Sasquatch.
Yeah, that's
It's the opposite of Fall River.
yeah, right.
Literally, there's Fall River and then there's Duxbury.
Makes sense.
And
And Franklin's somewhere in the middle.
And Franklin is somewhere in the
Yeah.
middle geographically.
Yeah, maybe for our tour. Maybe for the Anus tour.
Oh, we are going on tour.
Oh, this is
Take it
cool.
in.
Oh,
Take it
boy.
in.
No,
This is-
a media
great.
tour.
We're going on a media tour.
Yeah.
They're
We're doing college radio stations.
Wow.
It's gonna
Really?
be really
Yeah.
good. It's gonna be
That's
really
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
High school morning announcements.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes.
We want to get on a high
What's it
school
gonna be
radio
like? Yeah,
show.
give me a little taste.
We're finding high schools that have radio programs, and we're
Yeah.
gonna go, teach or maybe do a show
What
with
are you
them.
gonna teach?
What am I going to teach?
Yeah.
Well, I'm an
Sex
educated
ed?
individual. Whatever you want.
Sure.
Kevin,
History,
you're like,
science.
do you see
Social
Dana
studies?
does like guest lectures at colleges about marketing? Like they invite him to talk
No,
in
he doesn't.
lecture halls. He's tweeted multiple times, like doing a lecture at Endicott College next week, and
When you say lecture,
he does like a 45-minute lecture.
Dana.
Dana's
Dana
never done anything in
Pierce.
his life for 45
45
minutes.
minutes.
Dana has not done a
swear.
lecture.
I swear.
He might do a Q&A or something like that. There's no chance Dana B is doing
A
lecture.
lecture means you're just speaking and
I
teaching
think he
people for an
does.
extended
As far
amount
as
of
I'm
time.
informed, which is
So
not.
how
If
long
those
does
schools
that
were
lecture
ever
last?
accredited, they would
Yeah.
be after that.
Like Dana can't prepare a lecture. Dana could not
Dana
do one
is the
single
biggest idiot
45
on the
minutes.
planet.
and colleges
The
that
worst
people
thing
pay.
that ever happened.
You're just
was
mad because you got
Imagine
eliminated
he
from the
got-
beer pong tournament.
He's salty.
Which, by the way, is still going.
Yeah.
I
People
don't like
still
that.
in the
Like-
round
like-
of 16.
Yeah,
Ready to
just
advance to the
it'll be like- it'll be
quarterfinals.
like
Joey
26.
Molinaro is still waiting to
We're still gonna play that. One day we're gonna finish it.
His
It's gonna be like
table
the
is
best
still
thing
set
ever.
up at
He
home.
is co-champion.
Yeah.
Still erect at his house, waiting for the next round.
The worst
That's
that's
so
ever happened
funny.
was Dana. That happened.
I need to switch
Dana
things.
thinking that he was smart.
It's like fucking German.
He did pay my salary.
He still.
I know.
We were
It's a
playing
joke. It's like Dean
fucking.
Like by God, I signed up for the
Bags.
account.
We were playing cornhole the other day for stool streams. And he was like,
My mom
I
did
mean,
get an account.
not to brag, wiped the floor with him. And he was like, at least I'm still a marketing genius.
He loves that phrase. He fucking loves it. And then, like, it started out as a joke, at least I thought. I was like, yeah, marketing genius. And then I was like, oh, you're still saying that? many months later, you're still calling yourself that. Huh?
Never edited a video.
What else have we been marketing, Dana? As a matter of fact, I feel like Zillion Beers has just, like, disappeared.
Yeah, it's a tough one to keep going when no one can get together. I'll
Yeah.
give him
Yeah.
that.
Very good
Yeah.
point.
But still.
Very good point.
The high noon, the shirts that he made were cool. I liked those.
Were
The
you,
tie- the
how old were
tie-dye
you for
ones.
Saturdays for the Boys?
Oh my
I
god.
don't know, probably in high school, middle school maybe.
Was that, like, a thing for you guys or no? Like, did you know what that was?
Yeah.
Before I knew it.
He's going.
Yeah, Seth,
What is
read off your
Saturdays
old tweet about it. You had a really funny tweet about it.
No, I wasn't a big Saturdays for the Boys person.
What if
Fuck
I?
yourself.
It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
The day I started.
Yeah,
The ultimate irony is neither was John.
It became a lot of work. It
John
became
fucking
a lot
hated
of
Saturdays
work.
for the Boys.
He needed new t-shirts every week. It was a lot.
The day, my first day here, I like got in, and I was like sitting at Ria's desk because I didn't have a desk, and like Big Cat was sitting like he sits like directly, like it would be like where Nick is, like directly across, and he just like looks up from his computer and he's like, "Who are you?" and then like 5 minutes later, he was reading off my tweet from like 2015 about like Saturdays are for the boys,
Yeah.
and like not liking it. And I think that was like the most uncomfortable I've ever been in my entire life.
Yeah. Well, then he put you on radio.
And then he did it on
And then-
radio like
and
20
then
minutes later.
And Dana came in because what you tweet about him?
No, I didn't tweet. Okay, everyone was saying it was about Dana. I didn't know who Dana was.
What was the tweet?
Jeez.
This was like
Wow.
what a nobody.
I was like 16.
What was the tweet? What was
He
the
was.
tweet? What was it?
No, I was saying I didn't like Barstool and total frat move. But in my defense, it wasn't. There's a lot more you gotta think.
Sounds about when you were in
Oh,
prime,
there's
Kevin.
layers to it. You can't comprehend it.
Hey Kevin, when you were doing your best work, he didn't like Barstool. 2016.
But I was mainly speaking of like, did I say total frat move? Did I say that?
Yeah.
You did.
That's mainly what I was.
Yeah,
like,
Sure.
Sure, totally.
Well, no, I'm from
Totally, dude.
I'm from Duxbury, where like most of the kids there are douchebags.
What was that hashtag?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they
you're
were
fucking
all-
right. I can see being
They
in
were
Duxbury
all-
being like, fuck everything these people like. I hate all
That's
of it.
what I was like. That's how I started on
As
Twitter.
a chiver, you just
On
didn't
Twitter, I
like this
started
shit.
as making fun of people from my town, and then it
And I
eventually
was like
came to a point where I was like, I
DMing
can't make fun of
him, and
people
now
from my
like in
town.
retrospect, I was 25 and he was 16. It was very lame. I was like, dude.
You're a decade older than him.
You were the Drake of Barstool Sports.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. He was anonymous.
What's up, Millie? How you doing?
I didn't know you were so young.
I was anonymous
Talking
at
to
the
Ellie
time.
too.
Probably.
Weird.
You were a non.
And the thing is, you were role playing at that time as a young
You were
boy.
role playing as a child.
Like, that was
He
your
was
right.
tweeting. He
so it
was
was fine.
he was tweeting as if he was going to high school prom.
Yes.
That was like half
and, like
of his
people
tweets.
believed it.
Shit.
Half of his tweets were about.
Yeah.
So fucking
No.
weird.
I remember when I made a Twitter and I followed you, your first tweet was just like, if you weren't at Cassie's
Yeah,
party, then you're not allowed to
exactly.
fucking talk about
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It was Michaela's.
it. It was Michaela's party.
And you had
if you weren't at Michaela's
If you weren't at
party.
Michaela's party, then don't act like you. I was. And like,
And you had a tweet. You had a tweet about sneaking alcohol into prom.
yeah, so in my head, this is master satire. But everyone believed it was like this kid, this guy,
This
is
boy.
18. He's just a 17-year-old boy.
Like, why would they know that? Why would someone read that and be like, I bet it's a 25-year-old doing satire? Oh man. So you read his shit and you were like, yeah, all right, this guy's like in my age doing my shit.
Okay,
Like, was there a
KB
point where you realized, like, you found out, like, okay, wait a minute, I'm talking to a guy who's like 10 years older than me?
Yeah, because I think I said the school I went to. I went to DePaul, and you were like,
He didn't tell him.
no, I think I was like,
Wait,
I think I was like, I'm going to school, and you were like, oh, I'm gonna come stay in your dorms. It's like a reoccurring.
Oh, what the fuck is happening right now?
No, we had
did say that. I did say that.
we had a caller on the Yak last week. They're like, yo, KB, I met you last weekend. And KB was like, oh, I remember you. Where were we again? He was like, you're walking out of an NYU dorm. And that's 100% true.
That's not true.
What that?
100.
We were in Soho, and he was coming out of a dorm.
What were you doing?
I was.
He was
I think I was getting
hanging
an
out
Uber.
outside of the dorm.
You were getting it.
He was trying to get in.
You had a 6-year at Bartles and James,
Yo,
and you were trying
I did
to.
that literally yesterday. Hung outside my old apartment building and waited for I waited for anyone to come with keys, but it ended up being a girl. And I was like, hey, like this, I know this is weird.
You gotta wait for a guy.
We'd already been waiting. I'll be honest. Nate was staying there the whole time, so he can confirm all of this. But we've been waiting for like 20 minutes at that point, and I was like, look,
You had to.
anyone who's coming, and I was like, look, I used to live here. I accidentally got a package delivered here. It was a bar cart that was like, not like crazy expensive, but like not so much that I could just leave it. So I was like, can I just come in with you and get that bar cart and then
Promise
leave?
I won't follow you up to
And she was like, can I check ID? Laughing. And I was like, it all ended up being fine, but it was weird.
Like, literally,
I always
it could've
think
been
about that,
anyone.
though.
It was like one of
It
the
was-
more
it was
Because
attractive girls.
I live on like a super busy street, and I'm always like, someone could so easily just follow up behind, similar to the Uber story, follow up right behind me, and I would let them in.
Oh,
with
I've
no
helped with the door.
hesitation.
Oh,
Yeah, no
What we're
hesitation.
learning is that you are just the ultimate mark.
Yeah, I would let them in. Like the other day, I was walking up and there was like 8 people waiting outside my dorm, and they're at my dorm.
Kyle got all excited.
My apartment. And they were like, we're going to Mark's or something like that, and I was like, oh, come on in.
Sure.
Like 7 people.
Oh,
walking
Mark?
up to
They
my
took all my
apartment.
stuff.
Yeah.
I 100% do that.
Yeah, you.
I'd hold the door. I haven't. It's happened before.
Because I would feel like I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I'm just gonna close the door right behind you guys. I'm gonna need to see some keys if you guys want to come in.
My apartment now is smaller, so like I would close the door now. But like when I lived in that building, which was like,
That's somebody else's job to worry about.
It was
Yeah, I
a
wouldn't.
it was a big. I was like, yeah, come on in. Whatever
Yeah,
the fuck
you moved,
want.
right? Do we live by each other?
Where do you live? Exact address.
Yeah. Social security number.
I think we do. What are you doing after
You
this?
do. You do.
Yeah.
I
Walking
know
home,
where you're
getting a
going.
drink with
That's
you?
an upset.
Yeah.
I'm
There's
stunned,
like-
you guys.
There's like 10 Barstool people live on the same
Probably
street.
good.
I know. We have a little neighborhood over there now.
It's weird. The Wonton Don
Yeah,
lives there
I
too.
wouldn't want to.
He did
The
yesterday.
wonton Don, I heard, made eye contact. No, it was you.
That's messy.
Made eye contact with
Whoa,
Dave
what did
taking
you
out his
do to
trash.
Yeah, I walked by. I was like going to
Yeah, it would
get
be.
like a new set of AirPods, and I walked by.
Hey,
and
would
I
you two shut the fuck up?
Flirting so heavy.
Goddamn.
No, I was saying.
Kyle is blushing.
I was saying I wasn't going in.
He's been waiting for this
I
moment.
wasn't
Fuck Sasquatch for so long.
Kevin, he has Little Sasquatch at a bar. He's been waiting for this for so
No,
long.
I just wanted to interview potential smoke shows. For a written piece about the smoke shows.
What's wrong with the pros? Speaking of
Typed out.
Donnie, we just got back from a road trip with Donnie.
Oh, right.
And that was
Well, you guys were dressed like problematic folks.
Yeah. Problematic what?
They could not coach basketball.
It was
You dressed like Ben Franklin.
Christopher Columbus was in
Yeah.
there.
The thing is, like, we were going to get pilgrims, and I think Demi Lovato, no, Hillary Duff got canceled for going as a pilgrim for Halloween.
Yes,
We're like, well,
yes.
if they cancel Duff, we won't be able to get out of this.
Duff,
unscathed.
yeah, Duff got
And
got
so
out.
we were just like, let's go as colonials. And then Donnie just looked exactly like Christopher Columbus. Exactly.
And he were on the plane.
Donnie,
Donnie was more comfortable
Okay, yeah.
in that.
because I was like, I was like having on the verge of a panic attack wearing that in public. And Donnie acted like, yeah, like this is uncomfortable, but he just never took it off.
Yeah.
Even when we were at the hotel, he would like walk around.
Well, I
with
knocked
it.
on his door at like 2 a.m. and he was like half asleep, and he came to the door and he was like sleeping.
He was wearing the
And I'm
three-quart
like,
hat.
What?
Yeah. He wore it to the airport on the way home.
That picture was hilarious.
And what did you guys do?
I almost got killed.
Yeah, tell that story. It's a
tell.
funny story.
Nick got a
We
flat.
went to this bar in the middle of southern Illinois, which is worse than any place in West Virginia I've ever been to.
deceivingly backwards.
And I got out of the car dressed like an idiot, and this dude came up to me, and out of all the things I could have been, he was just like, "You work for the fucking Biden campaign, don't you?"
Yeah, buddy,
And I was
here
just
we
like,
go.
"What?"
yeah.
Nuh-uh. And he was like,
Yeah, you did
"Yeah,
say that, you did say
And I was
that.
like, I don't know what I have to tell you. So like, this bar was
MAGA,
a
man.
trailer in the middle of the woods of nowhere. There was a pig walking around the bar, inside, outside.
In the bar?
They were just
There's
like,
a-
give him
there's
a
a
cigarette
real
butt.
life-
He'll love it.
That's like
And
why you
yeah,
guys
and I
went,
flicked him a
right?
cigarette butt, ate it right up.
The locals were like,
Eats a butt off the floor.
Well, doesn't he only eat pizza?
Yeah.
And
He eats pizza, beer, and cigarette butts.
the locals said like a pig typically
Just
lives.
like-
No, the
Just
video's
like
coming out
me.
next week. You'll see the pig. You'll see me feed him. But these dudes cornered me and they were like, "Admit it that you work for the Biden campaign." I was like, "What makes you think that?" And this dude just lifts up his shirt and pulls a knife.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, "Oh shit!" And I'm just like, "We have to go." And I turn around,
Were
Donnie.
you dressed in that?
Yes. I didn't bring any other clothes. And Donnie, like,
that would
Donnie
be
is
more
just
of a
in the
reason to not
background
work for the
taking
Biden campaign.
selfies with people while I think I'm going to die. And for content purposes, I should have.
Yeah.
I should have egged him on. You won't fucking
Wait, did
kill
he take
me.
the knife out or you just flashed it?
He pulled it out of his. He had like a little a leather sheath. Yeah, thank you. And I was like, Donnie, we have to go. He's like, yeah, we will. And just like the juxtaposition, the juxtaposition of him having fun and me almost dying, while there's like a pig right there who would eat my corpse.
You can see where you're ending up.
It was the most. It was the
tell you
most
what,
uncomfortable.
how did you get out of
Donnie,
this
Donnie is a
situation?
strange bird.
Oh yeah.
I went fishing with him. A
The
few times over
bartender
summer.
called over the guys, and I went out the emergency exit. And then our DD was wasted.
Classic.
Wasted. Like,
Who's Vib's cameraman?
So that's
I went
what-
with you guys.
I think
Colin was with us.
that's what ruined it for us. Is Colin was wearing a mask.
They wouldn't
and
let us
did
wear a
not
mask.
Like a
They were
mask.
like, we got out of the van with masks.
You can't go to
and they're-
Southern Illinois wearing a mask and a pussy.
We went to West Virginia for like not the height of quarantine, but I want to say it was like June or July.
Yeah.
And we were there.
You and Marty.
Yeah, me and Marty, we did Making a Game Board there. Me, Marty, Nick, and it was and Dana actually, and it was like we went to do the only thing. So we stayed in this hotel. There was an Applebee's here, and then the Penn Casino was there. That's the only place we went for like the 2 days we were there, and we went to Applebee's for every single meal. And when we would show up in masks, they'd be like, "What are you doing? What do you fucking blue staters want?
Yeah, I love
that
that.
shit
I
is
love it.
not allowed." And it was like always like being judged like, all right, yeah, we'll take it.
Well, no,
Let me just get the Mozzie.
the camera guy.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Computers are sizzling.
Colin. He told me that they were like, take the mask off, and he was like, no. And I was like, I would take the mask off.
You definitely take the mask.
You gave an Uber driver your phone. We know. We know.
Yeah. He said he was refusing to take the mask off.
There's imminent danger, and then there's like potentially maybe probably hoax
Like,
danger.
No, I wanted to see if he'd do it. He would have done it. He would have done it.
No, I was gonna
he
say
was
no.
about
I
to.
can't.
He was about to.
I've never touched a beer in my entire life.
Yeah, fucking drink, puss.
Drinking that Miller Lite.
I love
Loves
people-
it.
Great
96
taste, less
calories,
filling.
3.2 carbs per 12 ounces while you celebrate responsibly from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Good macros on that.
I hate you.
I hate him so much.
We have any birthdays coming up?
Happy birthday, Nate.
Oh, you didn't have to say that. Oh, wow. What are the chances?
Big 4-0 for Nate. You look old.
38.
Oh, okay.
When's your birthday, Nate?
Tomorrow, right?
Is it tomorrow?
Last Saturday.
Last Saturday.
It's not like your actual thing. It's next. It's what?
No, it was
Now?
October 10th, 10/10.
Oh, all right.
Me and Brett Favre.
Sure.
10-10.
So we went out for drinks for Nate's birthday, and the whole time he was wearing a Brett Favre
Yeah,
shirt.
it's my birthday shirt.
Where it's like it says like Brett Favre in the end zones, and it's like
Gunslinger.
gunslinger,
Yeah.
like
It was a
multiple
lot.
yard lines. It was a whole thing, and probably like 3 hours into it, I was like, what is this shirt all about?
You're not allowed to care about your birthday. You can care about 21, then you're not allowed to care about a birthday
Until 32.
50.
Oh.
Yeah,
40 maybe, but
I said never
but
again,
here's
but
the
I'll give
deal.
you a 40.
Really?
or 50.
I would say 21, 30, 50.
30?
No,
I think
you don't want to be 30. Not,
No, 30 you acknowledge. You don't do
30,
it.
no,
right.
that's why I meant
Yeah,
30 is
yeah,
a good
yeah.
but,
Like, 30, I never like you don't not want to know 30. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm 30. Like,
No, that's
30
when you
is
start
whatever.
realizing, like, I'm still worthless. Like, nobody loves me.
Yeah, whatever. But I feel like somebody you might do a dinner. You might be like, oh, you're 30, but that's it.
But it's
And
a
then-
tightrope stance, because you don't want to be the guy who's like,
Remember
it's like
when
come like
so-
11 p.m. where it's like, wait, dude, it's your birthday.
Yeah,
Why don't you
you've
fucking tell
been
me?
lying to me like the whole day
Right.
for some fucking reason.
Remember how shitty my 30th birthday was?
What was
I
that?
had a place
Remember?
there.
I had
at the dive bar.
I had his like 30th birthday at the bar, just
No, that was
that
good.
I lived below.
Well,
The reason I said it is because Willie and Large wanted to make it this huge fucking thing, and I was like, it's like you say, you acknowledge.
It
30.
was a huge thing. It was Daniel
big.
Stone's first preseason game. and
Do you
he
remember when?
lived
Okay.
I remember watching that there, being like, this guy's a real fucking
That
deal.
dive bar was 900 degrees, and it was your birthday, and there was dildos everywhere.
Wait, was I there?
I think you did. Oh,
brought
you
the
know what?
dildos.
I almost brought this up earlier. KB banged my roommate on my 30th birthday.
Wait, what was his name?
No.
Dude, your reputation is ruined.
I remember like everyone was winding down, and I was like, remember these random girls came over. I was like, you gotta fucking go. And made everyone uncomfortable.
You
And I
woke
kicked
up
these
on his
girls out,
couch.
and then I was like,
Yeah,
where's?
on his
It was
couch.
like just KB and Helen. I was like, this is what the fuck is going on here?
Helen?
You're by the way, girl named
Helen? Yeah, that's outrageous.
No, so I was like, okay, like I think I get what's going on here,
Yeah.
and I like went to bed, and they
Did
were
she
still
tell
on
you
the couch.
anything?
And no, but the funniest part is the next.
She definitely did.
No,
She
but the funniest part is
definitely did. You know something fucked up when you get all those.
the next day, KB tried to deny it by saying, "Nah, dude, I just slept at the foot of the bed." I was like, "You
Like
did
a
not
dog
sleep
that
at the
walks
foot
in
of the bed."
circles.
Just like Michael Scott, like actually the perfect fit.
I was like, "Is that
Oh my god. That's
Oh my
fucking
He didn't want
hilarious.
Sasquatch to know that he fucked another person. It's very embarrassing.
And now I don't have a roommate because I'm wealthy, so things are going on.
But Eddie, I was gonna say there was a pimp at your birthday party.
There was a pimp at my birthday. Do you remember that
And he
weirdo?
brought his
No.
client in.
Yeah, there was a pimp with a hooker at my birthday party. They came in and he like, I don't know. He was like
that's the
smacking
real
this girl around in the bar. It was bizarre. You don't remember that?
I have no
Like an old
recollection
school,
of that.
like 1970s
Yeah, he
pimp,
came
like,
in.
where's my money,
He
bitch?
came in like irate. We were like, who's this angry fucking dude in the bar right now? And then this girl walks in like all disheveled. And we're like, oh, this is a pimp. I see exactly
Shit.
what's
I
happening.
just see that still happening.
I proudly have no recollection of this.
Yeah, no, I don't remember
I feel like
that
I would have had responsibility involved
That's
in
the
that
best part
situation.
about blacking out all the time. You don't see things like that. Like, I got nothing. Plausible deniability on everything.
Hangs my room.
That's
No,
amazing.
no.
So you
I
did,
wish you
you
brought
did
this up
get
earlier.
info.
Yeah.
I thought about it, but
You
there's no
did
good
get
info.
info. So you did get info. Yes, you did.
I did get what?
Info on it.
Yeah,
You
how-
had to ask her.
No,
how he
I
looks.
did. She was.
Yes, you
I
did.
wasn't close.
I know I
because
would.
I typically don't acknowledge women's presence, so I didn't acknowledge women's presence, so I didn't talk to her too much. So I wasn't that close.
That's why you got hired
But
here.
she said he had a. she did say he had an innie.
An innie. That is true.
That's where you put it.
Any what?
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
KB, admittedly, you like it when girls.
I got no info.
You like it when girls like
Hell of a
blow on you,
business.
not on your penis, but like exhale on you. You like being exhaled upon.
Oh, do you guys know what Locktober is?
No, proceed.
Wait,
This little queen over here knows what Locktober is.
What is
We got, so Locktober it's like a kink thing that happens every October. And
Lock like
Are you
that was
locked?
I'm telling you,
There's
look
a
up look up the hashtag Locktober.
Will do.
If you want to. In Locktober, it's guys put themselves in chastity for the
Oh.
month of Locktober.
Oh, you like
And their
Lock?
dicks, like, we were talking about it, me and Kate on Out and About podcast, like, subscribe, follow. We were talking about it, and their dicks literally, like, shrink over the course of a month.
Yeah.
You wear the whole thing for a month. You never take it off.
Yes. No, some guys do
So
it
you
for
just-
2 years, and their dick turns inward.
Yeah.
It's like this
For
is the
what?
kinkiest
Like
month of the
KB.
year.
Katie, that could have been what she.
John's
Wait,
so quizzical.
so you just piss through? Like, you,
What's
do you
the
take out
point?
piss?
John,
No.
look up the hashtag
Oh
Locktober.
no!
How's that a
Yeah.
kink?
Yeah, I'm telling you, look up the hashtag.
I
Kate, are you
considered.
here?
Bro.
I've done some research in buying one
No,
for
but look at the
myself.
ones that have done it for a while.
But
That
just
goes
so I
into
could
their
do a
eye.
video going to a locksmith.
John.
This
Isn't it fucked?
This is bizarre stuff.
Take a look, Sasquatch.
What
I'm
is
all
the
set.
fucking?
The kink, it's like the whole kink in October. And we will mention this on
A lot of those guys have
the
great
whole
bodies.
kink in October, they have fantastic bodies, but their cocks shrink up.
It's
And like
called
they'll
small
they'll-
cocktober.
It's small cock. They'll fill out the
Basically,
chest.
yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at him, he's going.
Yeah, I recognize
So
that.
we have a dom coming
This
into
guy,
our show that
if
we.
I could tell you, I don't even think I can describe. Nope. There's a child on the show. I can't talk about
Yeah.
this. This is fucking bananas.
So when I go home tonight, I'm gonna take mine off.
This is such a stupid question. How does it? Like,
Don't ask it that way.
does it grow?
This isn't second grade. I'm on the squell. This is
Mr. Pay.
There are, and I don't want to.
I have a question.
What else is going on with you?
I don't know.
Ask your stupid question.
I just like, does it grow back? Or
The
is it
cock
just-
grow back?
Yeah.
I don't know. So some of the guys would have it. It's so,
So,
weird.
okay,
We're
now
talking
it's a
about these,
question.
and it would like go almost like in, so you could like just see the head of their cock.
Yeah.
For why?
Everyone,
That can't be healthy.
everyone
but
grows
also-
up wanting a
also
micro penis. That's
some
all
of the-
guys always think.
So also some of the guys would
should
like
have sacked
they'd
it.
stick their dick
Should have
inside
sacked
of their
it.
body.
Do you fuck it?
What?
No, you don't fuck the dick.
No,
I mean,
no.
you
When
can
it's an
fuck
innie.
No, I don't know what it is. It's like just like a.
Okay,
cement-
so I was kidding. I thought like you were referring to his belly button.
No, it's
you
like
weren't.
it's like.
Obviously, it's not what KB actually has.
We,
but-
I mean, listen. We can get off this topic. If
This
you
is
wanna
the first
talk
time
about
that answer the internet's ever gonna make the
Yeah, I was like,
subject
now to
better.
get tame, let's do some answer the internet.
If you could see a sex tape with any two movie characters, who would it be? That is so much more tame.
Jonah Hill and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Jasmine and Jeannie.
Yeah, no, it's two
Thank
guys.
you.
for
You
sure.
think that Genie has a dick?
Jeannie can do whatever the fuck he
Yeah, he
wants.
can make himself into
He
a
could be
dick.
just
You
one
mean
big
one whole
dick.
big dick.
Yep.
Like
Thank
that one
you.
that's floating around here.
Who do you want?
My favorite answer.
Jasmine and Genie.
Jasmine and Genie's a great.
That might be. I might steal that episode.
Yeah, right
By
off
all
top.
means.
John, you want Leo and Jonah?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
2 Jeff Goldblums.
Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park. Jeff Goldblum from Independence Day.
There it is.
I think I would have.
No, I want a better dress for Jeff Goldblum.
I would have young Sheldon.
So you can have one.
Young
there's two
Sheldon.
rebels.
Young Sheldon.
Oh my God. There are 2 rebels. I want like a Goldblum like in his. I want like
Fly?
a Jeff Goldblum character and the actual Jeff Goldblum.
Ooh, okay.
Because like
The
Jeff
actor,
Goldblum
yeah.
himself is a fucking
Yeah.
stud.
He remember he skated.
Jeff
earlier. Remember
Goldblum
that,
is
by
a
the way?
stud.
He what?
Jeff Goldblum?
Skated
Is a
on
stud?
Oh, he's got
yeah.
fucking great fits.
He's got. I could see he's got like kind of abs. I could see that.
Oh, I
Skating
don't mean like his body. Like his outfits are unbelievable.
He's not
Jeff-
gay.
I go immediately.
No,
yeah,
just
the
look the
abs.
fucking look at guys' outfits.
Yeah.
Pat, what
I mean,
tribe
his
would
back-
KB be in?
KB.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Tribe.
I feel like he would have been a twink, but then he's got the fucked
He's got
up
the
ears.
hair.
He can't be a
I
twink
mean,
with that
we
ears.
got.
Yeah.
You can't be a twink and have
KB,
cauliflower
I don't know what
ears.
KB is.
Yeah. Is he a jock?
Sasquatch is for
not
sure
a-
a twink.
Sasquatch is.
Sasquatch is a
The
twink.
twink.
Textbook twink.
You stole the throne from Vibs, my friend.
Wait,
Vibs is what Vibs.
Pat,
you know what he's around
Pat,
this
real
office.
question. Does he out-twink Vibs, like, for real?
Yeah,
He
fuck
just
yeah.
literally just said.
Someone
You know what's
commented
funny?
on that picture of me and Vibs, and they were like,
Sasquatch would be an
they were like,
icon.
Vibs is 30. The other one, they were
19.
like, someone said that Vibs is more muscular than I was, and I was like, that's tough to hear.
This company is either like oddly big people and then oddly small people.
Someone
Yeah, but Sass is
quoted,
big.
Sass is 6 feet tall.
someone
Yeah.
quoted
Yeah.
the picture of me and Vibs, and they were like, it was like in quotations, and it was like Barstool's a bunch of like frat jocks.
You and
And this
Vibs.
picture of me and
Dude,
Vibs.
Oh my god,
Vibs
dude,
could
when
be
Deadspin says that about me, I'm just like, I wish I could get into
Yeah.
a frat. Like, there's no way they would have let me in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, who would be? I guess Dana, that fucking meathead.
That fucking.
Katie, you were definitely in a
BMOC.
BMOC.
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah, he's currently in one. He's
We
the
really
president
don't have
treasurer.
many.
True.
These
Nick,
guys
were you in a
are-
frat?
I mean, I was
Huh?
literally
Were you in a frat?
For a year.
No.
I was in a frat for
I went to art
like,
school.
1 year, yes.
You went to,
went to
didn't you go to
Oberlin.
WVU?
Yeah.
It's not art school. Art school? I went to an art school. Literally.
DePaul?
Yeah.
DePaul's an art school?
That's an art school.
That's not art
It's a
school.
city
What
school.
was
It's
your
a
major?
liberal
I'm
art
not
school.
questioning you. I just don't know.
It's a film school. It's like one of the best film schools.
You don't know what
DePaul's in
DePaul is?
Pennsylvania.
I thought DePaul's in Chicago.
Where's DePaul?
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
Chicago.
You went to Chicago?
Yeah.
Good look.
Much better than New York, to be honest.
Is it?
Oh,
I mean,
so
I've been
much
there. Like, I've
People
I've-
from Chicago don't talk about anything.
Well, he's from
other than
Duxbury.
We have
Chicago.
alleys. Like, okay, we get it.
Oh, Chicago people love the alley.
They
Love
talk
the
about
alleys.
Love
Like,
the
okay,
alleys.
so you have alleys filled with
You have
garbage.
alleys.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
that's
great.
all. Like, yeah, you have rats in
Like, tell
alleys.
me
We have
about-
rats on the streets.
I would be like, oh my god, New York is covered in garbage, and we have like
In
beautiful
underground transportation
Sure.
like Disney World.
Right. Yes. It's incredible.
Take the 5.
I've watched documentaries about it. It's fantastic.
By the way,
Wait, so what
New
did
York
you want to
subway.
do with your life before, like, Kyle, groomed you?
He did groom.
I was
you
a,
have for sure.
Thank
big
I was a
deals. And we are
Grooming
all
is a
grooming you
skill.
now. This is bad.
I was a screenwriting major at school.
Oh.
That's a
Yeah.
total waste of time.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's why I took the job
People's
here.
backgrounds astonish me. KB has his master's degree.
Yeah, so do I.
Here's a
You do
question.
too?
though.
Point.
I'm not,
He
I
was a
shouldn't be
senior.
surprised.
Do you have a student
Smart
film
guy.
that we can watch on the YouTube?
No.
What do you have your master's?
I wrote a film, and then they took my script and then
Burned it.
basically burned it, and then remade the exact same script with like
Really?
one change.
Called
Yeah.
Money
What
Ball.
movie?
Have you ever heard of
Goodwill
Superbad?
Yeah, yeah. Ever heard of Inglourious Bastards?
What did you master in, Kibby?
Early childhood special ed.
God, that's so weird.
KB was a teacher. We were a teacher. Right?
I did not. I was not
That's
a
right.
teacher. I would go to
Oh, you
homes
can't know
and
that's
work with the
100%.
babies and their
The
parents.
ultimate form of irony, you would
Interesting.
diagnose children.
Yeah.
Here, I had a job requirement of
That is
running an evaluation,
That's gonna get slept on.
and I
That is
had to tell
unbelievable.
parents, your child probably has autism.
That's fucked.
KB, how long
As
did you do
one
that
myself.
I would do the chat, and like I would have to tell them if their child was high risk, medium risk, low risk, and when you tell them their kid's high risk, that means that's a diagnosis. Coming
Yeah.
from me. And I would dress like I would wear like a hoodie and like jeans. And I would
Never made
come
eye
in.
contact once.
Not Reagan's.
Did they all find
Kid has autism. Goodbye.
No eye
Reader's
contact,
autistic,
hair
guys.
askew,
He
and
tells them they're autistic on an iPad.
Didn't they all find out on Twitter?
some of them knew the whole
That is
time. They
very
didn't
funny.
know.
Work finding out about your Twitter
It
is
was-
the worst.
Well, they kept it a secret. So like when I said I'm leaving, I'm going to work in New York City. They said where? I was like it's a media company. And I
Take
was
care
like,
of
no,
this
what is the
kid
name
named
of it? I said
Tommy.
Barstool. We're like, oh,
Oh, great.
yeah. We have actually known about your Twitter for the whole time.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I remember my work sat me down and showed me my tweets. Now, can you explain this?
That's
I
good.
would melt.
not good.
And it was what was the tweet? It was sexual, right?
It was a sexual tweet. It was like, I got a Snapchat from my girlfriend. She was like alone in a hotel. She didn't want to FaceTime me, but there was a shadow of a man with a huge dick in the background. But luckily they were projecting.
Well,
it.
also your Twitter.
My Twitter is just my name.
Your Twitter is your name.
And I was a web designer for the Department of Defense. And so they were just,
Dude, that If they don't make a movie, a buddy movie about a guy who's a web designer for the Department of Defense and a fucking autism diagnosis doctor, man, that is the most ridiculous backstory I've ever.
Kyle,
heard
power rank the autism in this office.
I was only good at diagnosing early intervention.
Yeah.
Birth to 3.
Why don't you just say the number one?
Tom.
What?
Who's the most autistic person at Barstool? There is a battle for the crown. Let me tell you.
I'm saying like.
It is. That's like a fucking.
Every
Dog
day,
fight.
every day they
I think that's
compete
like Francis
because like
found his way out. He's like, I can't babysit all day anymore.
every day it's a competition for that number one. I walk past Nate's computer, we'll just be watching trains. And not like the sexy kind. I'm talking like steam engines.
Yeah.
Top 10 biggest bridges in the United States.
And then like I remember once like
Memorizing the order of
I'll be
presidents.
honest, the other day, so I sit next to fucking Rudy.
I don't know what
Rudy
you're
had
talking
like a 20-minute video that was just comparing the sizes of different spaceships
Here we
in
go.
sci-fi movies. Like I kept glancing over, I'm like, God damn, that video is
Still going.
still
Yeah.
fucking going. And the Death Star was an hour ago. Like he's on things I haven't even heard of anymore that are just humongous.
I remember walking in and I had like a bunch of toothpicks and I dropped them all and Jeff D. Lowe was like, Nick just dropped 248 toothpicks.
Can I tell you my favorite Jeff D. Lowe story? This is so we're going out to Putt Punk in Long Island.
Yes,
Mulcahy's,
yes.
And
Oh, I remember. Oh,
You were
I
there.
remember that.
that was a night.
Yeah.
We're taking the LIR
Long
out there.
48 hours.
And we are, so they're in like a 6-seater, like it's Jeff and I forget. 4-seater.
2 and 2, yes.
Two, okay. And then me and my girlfriend are over here. And the
Jeff
two people
D,
who
not
were in
me.
their seat get up at one stop and and move out. And I go over and like expect Jeff D. Lowe to move and like slide in. Like I
So
don't,
that you guys can all sit together rather than like separate.
right, and like I don't care where I sit. And Jeff D. Lowe is sitting there with his backpack in his lap like this, as he had been the entire hour and 20-minute train ride.
Hugging it.
And he just looks up at me and he goes, "You had to know I was gonna be weird about this." And I was like, all right, let me step over you real quick, man.
Have you ever gone to Outback Steakhouse with Jeff D. Lowe?
No, I have not.
That's an experience. I would
He,
imagine. Brown bread.
He walks.
Was he at Buffalo Wild Wings with us?
He was.
Yeah, he did all
He
the
returned his
appetizers.
wings because they were
Yeah.
too spicy.
Yeah.
But anyway, he'll go into
They were mild,
he'll go
to
into
be fair.
Outback and the waitress will hand him the menu and just no. He has it memorized. He'll go, I'll do the kookaburra wings.
Do a
I'll
fucking
do this and
blooming
this.
onion.
And how does he order his broccoli?
Well done.
He orders his broccoli well done.
No, like
So he's the number one.
Yeah. Well.
That makes sense.
No. Every subsequent thing that Jeff D. Lowe does is the most predictable.
Another
thing
hour,
ever.
relax.
He's never done something that's like not the most Jeff D. Lowe thing ever.
Yeah.
It's always
Everything
things that,
is
yeah,
just
that's
like-
something he would do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think I need a full ranking with Tommy, Jeff,
Hey,
Nate.
listen.
I don't think you can work here if you're not depressed, autistic, or both.
Or gay.
No, you're.
Thank God for
You were
this
talking about
fucking-
projections earlier, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. Good stuff from everybody from the Weird Birds. You guys are funny. Miller Lite, go drink it. Celebrate tonight responsibly. 96 calories, 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Great taste, less fun. Go to MillerLite.com/FNP. Go to the website, find out how to get it delivered to wherever you're at. MillerLite.com/FNP. Thanks, Sasquatch. Welcome to the show. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. See you
Nick
next week.
Hamilton.
To Nick Hamilton.
Nick Hamilton.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
I want to piss my